girl. Baby girl. Can we go live? Where you going? Where you going? We have a special guest. For right now, anyways. She's a little antsy, so she's going to come out and hang out with us for a little while. Hey, just for a little while. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, we're going to pick some of these. What do you think? I know you're going to want to crawl. Always, if you are new to the channel, welcome. This is me and my sidekick. All right, I have sidekicks. I like to come out every now and then. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If it doesn't resonate, do not worry. Okay, it will not resonate for everybody. Did you get on there? Yeah, you did. Good job. Good job. Good job. Is that all? Is that it? Hey, is that it? Uncoil, baby. Sit up there for a minute, okay? You go on my head, it's easier, because I know you get sticky. Hey, Mom is sticky. The Babadook. You'll see him if you look. What can you read between the lines? Books are portals, and they take us to other worlds and let us inhabit the subconscious of the characters found in the pages. But does the door open both ways? What or whom might we let in? Okay. Whoops, whoop, 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 whoop. Where are you going? What will happen if you open Pandora's box? The Tower in reverse. Rejecting change. It's like, I don't know if change is coming for somebody, but she's putting me in a headlock. Do you know Taekwondo? Oh my God, Demonica. That's why I said, do you want to go on my hair? Because then you can hang out up there. It's not so sticky because it's getting hot. I know. What's that? Is that okay? You're just going to come right back down again. Hi. Hi. Hi, baby. Four of Swords. And the Ten of Swords. What you doing? You're not going to try and climb behind me, are you? Hey, are you going to be a good girl? You're being such a good girl. You're being such a good girl. Okay, there's Justice. She might be blind. Okay. Take a look and you shall see who betrayed you. What the fuck is happening? Celebration. I swear this is the short. that we brought up today, which is exactly how these extended readings are going to go once it starts. But, oh man, there's the poltergeist, other side. What are you doing up there? What's he doing? Oh, there you are. Good girl. Good girl. Rosemary's Baby. This is my baby. That's my baby. That's my baby. Hey, aren't ya? There's no dream. There really is a plot afoot. Okay, the Empress. Oh my god, the Bobcat is back. What the fuck, bro? Get the fuck off my channel. You know Jesus is a necromancer, right? Rising from the dead means he did witchcraft. Just so we're clear. Wow, people are so ignorant. Okay. You're such a good girl sitting up there. You're such a good girl. She's gonna fall asleep up there. Okay, so Justice is blind. Sorry if you guys hear that. There's a fucking bobcat pulling into my backyard right now, and it's the most loudest, obnoxious thing in the world. Get your fucking bobcat. Okay. Let's just wait until... Hi! What's going on, Pam? We're waiting for this very loud, ignorant truck to stop backing up, and I can continue the reading. Oh, did you decide to stop now? Okay, thank you. Okay, now that that's over with. Okay, so we have Rosemary's Baby with the Babadook. What did you open? Okay, so I feel like what happened to somebody was, he licking me, was somebody was massively backstabbed, betrayed. Okay, and so much so that like majority of the stuff that was done to you, it was very blindsiding, okay, because it's hard to see the people that are hurting you, okay, if they're supposed to be, say, good people in the story. It's hard when a so-called good person does something bad. Okay, so it seems like Tower in reverse, like I feel as if, because both of these girls, like, I mean, Carrie and Carol Ann, okay, Carol Ann, obviously, they didn't really talk about it, but obviously Carol Ann is telepathic, okay, or she wouldn't have heard the voices coming through the TV, okay? And then there's Carrie, who knows that she can physically move things with her mind, okay? So, what I feel like is I feel as if somebody in the chat, okay, take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't, was very magical, okay, meaning they could move things or they could talk to the ghosts in the corner, okay? They had some type of communication with dead people around them, which is the same as the little kid in the Babadook, okay? Something about kids here, okay? Same with the Babadook. The little kid sees the Babadook. He knows it's there. It's his mother, the adult, who chooses not to see it, not to see him and what's going on right in front of her. Okay, she starts freaking out and she's all possessed, and okay. And that's what demons will do, is often they will fuck with your sleep. Okay, so then you don't start to figure out that they're around. Okay, so actually, you know what I was taught? I was taught the other day that apparently if demons come across a vessel of rice, so I have a bunch of rice in this cup I just accidentally poured into my grinder. And apparently if a demon comes across a vessel of rice, he is compelled to count every grain. Okay, so if you feel like there is a presence in your house, or if there's something that you physically know that you're connecting to, and just because, you know, your mom back in 1940 said that you didn't see ghosts when really you did, it doesn't mean that she was true. Okay, a lot of people will admit that their kids say fucked up shit. Okay, it's just a lot of times the kids won't remember, but the adults for the most part will. Okay, because they're the ones that are trying to debunk their children. Okay, when children see ghosts, you know that Kanye West album? I never listened to it. But the thing is this the fact that he put it on there that kids see ghosts. It's like as soon as he had his daughter, he realized how magical kids really are. Okay. And you have to be careful because kids and their imaginations take them places. Okay. And if you don't watch them, they're like snakes, you know, they'll be gone in a second if you don't keep your eye on them. Okay. So I feel like somebody was massively betrayed, possibly as a child, okay? And they were stabbed in the back so many times, right, that eventually they just stopped paying attention to being able to see ghosts. And, you know, they stopped telling their parents about everything. They stopped talking about it because clearly their parents weren't entertaining it. Okay, one little bit. It's the same with Carrie's mom, right? Not entertaining it at all. If anything, if Carrie does one thing out of order, her mom is making her get on grains of rice, literally, okay, to repent, okay, and say her prayers as if she is doing something wrong all the time. And she isn't. She's just a girl, okay, experiencing life. But her mother is so fucking jealous of everything that Carrie does, okay, that it's her mother that gets everything twisted. And eventually, because she doesn't have Carrie's back, Carrie goes, I mean, in the rage, Carrie too, she actually kills her mom. I forget what happens in the first one, the original Carrie, when it comes to her mom. I don't know if she kills her mom, because in the second one, the house like deteriorates. It's almost kind of like, I don't know if you've seen it. It's almost like kind of like Poltergeist, you know, I think the house just kind of like disintegrates through a fire or something. And I haven't seen the first Carrie in so long that I forget if it's like that or not. How that ending was on that one. Like, I would say I'll just watch it again, but I really don't like that movie too much. I mean, I don't know, maybe I gotta watch it again. I don't know, it's just her mom and religion. It's just so much that I'm like, I can't watch her fucking mom. It's just so creepy. Hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Hey, look at how she's getting so big. Oh my gosh. I remember when I used to just be able to put her around. What's that? You should just be able to wrap her around my wrist. She was so tiny. She was so tiny. You're so tiny. And now a year later, almost a year, I've had her for almost a year. And she's so big. She's getting so big. And she's going to get so much bigger. Isn't she? Hey? You are. You make me so proud. You make me so proud. She's such a good snake. She's such a good snake. Right? She doesn't get mad. She jumped out of her enclosure once when I tried to feed her because she was so hungry. And you landed on the ground, didn't you? Yes, you did. No, she's getting tired now. Hey, are you getting tired? Are you getting tired? I don't know if this one's ever seen ghosts before, but my other snake, when he's been out, he has seen a ghost before. And he got so scared. He suddenly just like backed up and he coiled himself. And he was staring at something because, like, I was in the other direction. Like, I wasn't anywhere near where he was staring. And I was like, I had to approach him so gently because he was so little. This was, like, right when I got him, I think. And I swear he was looking at a ghost. He was terrified. She's never done that before. And you never done that before. You never got scared like that, have you? I don't think so. You're tough. She's tough. She's tough. I feel like she's going to want to go back in now, but this was lovely little reading with our special friend today. Hey, with our special friend. She just ate a big meal, so she's all, well, not today, but a couple days ago, so she's all good now. Hey, I'm going to put you back now because I know you're getting hot, and Mommy's getting hot too because it's hot. And it's hot. My other one's just staring at me. He always watches. Whenever I take her out, he sits and watches. He gets so jealous. He gets so jealous of me hanging out with the bitches. Okay, let's go to the next reading. You're gonna blow under my shirt. Underneath my ass. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's so muggy. So muggy. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. Thanks for joining me, everybody. You didn't miss anything, Pam. Well, I don't know. I don't think you missed much by the time you joined, because we've only been on for 16 minutes, so I wouldn't freak out. All right. Let's be serious now. Let's do the dice. Ooh, Sagittarius. First house. Who the fuck is that? I forget who that is. Mercury. No. Yeah, that's Mercury. No, that's Pluto. I freaking knew it. Okay. I knew that wasn't right. Okay, so we've got Pluto energy in the house with Scorpio. Okay, we have Sagittarius in the house. And we have the first house, obviously, which is Aries. So we have double fire with water today. Okay, first house would be basically yourself. Yeah, personality, how you present yourself to the world. Okay, it's not even how people see you. It's how you present yourself. And then with Sagittarius, I feel like you present yourself very balanced, because Sagittarius would be that balanced energy of temperance. Balancing your emotions with your anger, with your fire, with your rage. We get some of the best fucking artists because of that shit. All right. Put all that fire together with that water. Woo. You can make a heck of a cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? So, we have your identity, and then Pluto energy would be Scorpio's change, okay? Manifestation of transformation. Okay, igniting power. So this is almost like, I mean, let me pull the cards, but I feel like, yeah, you want to do this, eh? Say, something's on the back of my throat. It's like something's on the back of somebody's throat. You know what I mean? I was like, is that say temperance? No, it says liberation, which is judgment. Okay. With the star? What the fuck? Okay. Someone's showing off now. Honestly, 2 majors just came out. Easy boy. Okay, so what's on the bottom? Sacred feminine on the fucking bottom. What up, igniting? Okay. This is 3 majors, like boom, boom, boom. Okay, with the world underneath. Shut the fuck up. What? And it's just done. It's just suddenly done, which is why we're in the first house then. Okay, so this is what's leading up to the next chapter. Okay, so definitely we start off with Scorpio energy then, okay, with transformation. That's what this liberation is allowing death to transmute your energy, okay, which is what you need to connect with yourself, okay? Because in order to connect, like say you want to ignite your third eye, say you want to start reading people's minds, say you want to start picking up energy, the first thing you got to do is connect with your soul, okay? Because then by connecting with your soul, you begin to connect with everything else around you, okay? By connecting with everything else around you, okay, that is spirit. You learn how to connect with spirit, but you have to do it first with yourself, okay? So that's tapping into your sacred feminine energy, okay, to liberate yourself from whatever this Scorpio energy was of death, okay? And I mean, maybe that's just finding a new philosophy of fucking life, okay? And liberating yourself from believing that, say, you have to be married at a certain age, okay? Like maybe you come from a place that, you know, tried to marry you when you were like 14 years old, okay? So it's like now you liberate yourself from that, connect with yourself in order to connect to what you really want in this life. And that's not just to be some fucking broken down housewife. Maybe you want to be something more than that, which obviously the world is saying you can be, okay? Because your soul is now ready, because if the one person is that you had to connect with was yourself, you gone done that. Okay, there's the Lovers. It's like, it's almost as if you faced yourself, right? And you came to terms with who you are. You have to face the man in the mirror, okay? Woman in the mirror, man in the mirror, you have to face them. There's the Two of Wands. That's almost like kind of what I'm saying. Like you have to choose something, right? And if you can't change your face, because it's like nearly impossible unless you're fucking, you know who, the friggin' higher up, okay? Unless you're them, you can't change who you are. Okay, which means you have to face who you are, okay, and accept that person. And then that's what transforms your life. Or transforms something. I mean, finishes something so then you can get moving into the next thing, okay? There's the moon, Pisces energy. Okay, so we have Aquarius, we have Pisces, we have Gemini, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Aries. So many signs, because honestly, and I like that because I feel like this is something that a lot of people can relate to, is finally fully connecting with themselves. Like, I mean, I have to work on that. I have to do personal Reiki sessions to keep myself connected with my soul so that I don't allow any interference anymore. Because the thing is Whitney knows what she wants to do, but then there's this little voice that tries to stop her from doing things. And that's my stepmother. That's this, like, it shows up as my stepmother, but it shows up as various different women that got their roles as women wrong, okay, and chose the more masculine role as a feminine, where I am a feminine. I don't want to be a masculine feminine. I don't want to lead with my masculine. I don't want to be that way, okay? So I had to break free from the masculine feminines trying to tell me that that's how I had to be, which means I have to marry a fucking pussy, right? Because that's what masculine women do. They marry soft feminine women that don't say anything, don't react, okay, barely get off the couch, okay? Those feminines that, you know, they don't even know how to fucking chop a brick of wood if they tried, okay? I don't want to be like that, okay? Not that I need some burly fucking manly man, but I need a man. I don't want to be the man in the relationship, okay? So I think that that's what kind of this is about, right? Is meeting your feminine, if you're feminine, in the mirror and going with that from now on. Or if you're a masculine, meeting your masculine in the mirror and allowing your feminine to still be there, because your feminine is what connects you, okay? It's what supports you. It's what feeds you, what nurtures you. You can't get rid of that inner feminine. Okay, but some have to learn how to, you know, if they're a man, put her down, okay, and lead with the man that they woke up with in the jeans they were wearing that day. You know what I mean? But I feel like that gender role swapping thing is really fucked up, and it's fucking people up, okay? And I'm not going to get politically into that, but I'm saying like the gender roles in relationship too, you know, where men stop being men and women stop being women. You know, I don't know where that happens. I think for the most part, it's already apparent before the relationship takes place. But sometimes, you know, and then sometimes people just fall into roles. Like all of a sudden, you know, the woman has to be the woman and the male has to be the male. And it's like, okay, well, a man should know how to turn on a washer and dryer. I mean, he was doing his laundry before he got with a girl. Okay, so it's like learning your role, staying in it, but also being comfortable enough in your role that you don't always got to be there to show that that's what you are. If that makes sense, okay? If that makes sense. There's the 8 of coins and the 9 of coins I'm holding on to. Jeez Louise. It's like somebody is working hard at becoming independent. Okay, but I mean, just because you're independent, even independent people ask for help. Okay, because it's impossible to do it all on your own. It's just hard. Okay, it's not impossible, but it's hard doing things on your own. Okay, and then there's these, you know, feminines who have never really had masculines around them and have become so independent that when a masculine does approach, it's very hard to let them in, because if they're a pussy masculine, they're not going to come anywhere near you, you know, because you've learned how to do everything, right? Which means you don't need them. You want them, but you don't need them, which means they got to step up to the plate and start doing things that you usually are used to doing and take on that role as doing it, because now you can put that burden down. Because that's a big burden for a feminine to carry a masculine role, because feminines aren't supposed to. Okay, so when they have to do it because, say, dad's not there or dad dies or he was never there, and they have to play both roles, I could only imagine how fucking hard that is. Because then they've got to, you know, there's that's like being bipolar. Okay, that's like having to have so many different personalities because of how many roles you have to play because of being only, you know, a single person in a family. I just saw a fucking orb shoot by in front of me, so I don't know if y'all see shining bright lights that shoot by you, but those are called orbs. Those are ghosts. I've learned that the hard way. Okay. Do we need to know that feminine? Do we need to know anything else? Okay, spit it out. 6 of Wands. Look how happy this lady is. I just love this card so much. She is so fucking happy, okay? There's the 10 of Swords, because it's the 10 of Swords in reverse. Get those goddamn things out of your back. Get that poison away from you and fucking, you know, surrender that masculine role to be undefined as a feminine. Okay, it's so weird sometimes what we do to ourselves. Okay, there's the 5 of Cups and it's in reverse, and I'm going to keep her in reverse because I don't think anybody needs to cry anymore. Okay, I think the crying needs to be over, and if it's not over yet, then you need to purge it out of you. Okay, trust me, it fucking sucks, but it's worth it. Okay, there's the Nurturer of Swords. So there's the Queen of Swords, and as you can see, the owl up above her. Okay, she knows that the truth, there, it's more than meets the eye. Okay, there's a lot. If you want to know the truth about something, I mean, you have to be ready to hear the most fucked up shit that you could ever hear in your life, because the truth is anything but a simple story or a simple explanation. Okay, so there's the 4 of Cups in reverse or upright with the King of Swords in reverse. 7 of Swords came out. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups in reverse, Ace of Wands ending. Okay, so there was some type of offer that you missed out on. Okay, and possibly because somebody thought that you were in a role that you really weren't, which is why it's very important that you get into your role as a feminine if you want to be a part of a union. Okay, again, you got to learn your roles, okay? If this makes sense to you. If it doesn't, I'm not trying to cause any hate, okay? King of Swords in reverse, okay, with the Seven of Swords. See how she's got that sword there? She's hiding something. Somebody's hiding something from you. And I believe it's this King of Swords in reverse. Okay? Maybe that's why you've had to mellow yourself out so much, possibly, is because whoever this masculine is now that has stepped forward is keeping information from you. Okay? It could be the Scorpion energy of death. Okay? Something that's going to change a scenario, a situation. A masculine that will put you in your feminine and step up as a masculine, but they have to reveal what they've been holding back. Okay, which is why we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Ace of Cups. This is that cup that you missed out on. Okay, which is whatever this is. Okay, it was behind your back. They didn't show you, and it's almost like you didn't even want to see it. Okay, because it was an empty cup anyways. It looked like it was going to be something, and then it was destroyed quite easily. Okay, and that's this weird kind of change of events that happened with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Somehow something went wrong, and I think it's because somebody held back information they should have said, okay, and they didn't. And then this Ace of Wands appears out of nowhere. That's the spark. That's the creation. Okay, so that then appears after this Ace of Cups goes wrong and gets really, I feel like it just gets wasted. Okay, and it made somebody, I think if you knew about it, you'd be quite sad that you missed out on something, and something that, I don't know, something with this Moon card. Okay, I almost feel like this, whatever this Ace of Cups was attached to, it has something to do with this waterfall. And the waterfall is not what this Five of Cups is bringing. This Five of Cups is crying, okay? This other person is caught up in emotion, but it's changing them. So it's almost like, I don't know if the both of you are crying, okay, but there's a lot of purging, which is what the feminine energy would do, okay, especially if somebody got something wrong or if something was wasted, okay. It just seems like, that's awful. It's like somebody holding something back, like honestly, I get brought back to this many times, and it's a great analogy because the analogy is applying to universities and colleges and your parents keeping your acceptance letters and making it seem like you never got accepted from anybody. Okay, that's this King of Swords. Like, there's a piece of information and it was key to your survival and it didn't come through. Okay, I don't know if they lied about it. I don't know if they just didn't say it. I feel like they held it back and they've suddenly changed their mind. That's why you didn't see the cup, because it was almost like they were thinking about doing it, but they didn't do it. Okay, but you could feel that they were going to do it, and then something changed drastically. And you're like, okay, there's the Eight of Cups. Okay, now where did you go? Now this person disappeared on you. Okay, that's what I feel. This King of Swords disappeared on you. There's the Sacred Masculine. I had a feeling that motherfucker was around. Okay, so that's this King of Swords. Okay, Sacred Masculine in reverse. This person, and then there's the Four of Wands. So honestly, thank you. Whatever is going on with this Sacred Masculine, okay, it's almost like, I don't know if they're being rewarded right now. They could somehow be being rewarded right now. And wow, Nine of Swords. It is really bothering them. Okay, I feel like whoever this person is, okay, there's the Hierophant, and I'm not going to erase it because I'm going to pull it out, because then look what was hiding underneath the Hierophant, or the Teacher, which is the Hierophant. Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so again, this is this lie. And I don't know if you're rewarding them right now, but they are scared shitless because of something that they held back, something they didn't say. And then it's almost like not only did they not say it, but then they lied. I don't know. And they are scared. They're scared because, you know, I feel like I'm looking at the third eye. She's got this third eye pendant on, and I feel like this person knows that karma is biting them right now. They always knew it was going to. Okay, but I mean, sometimes when you do things in the heat of the moment, you don't think about it coming back around and biting you in the ass one day. But I mean, people have to understand sometimes that people do things in the heat of the moment, and sometimes they do say things, and sometimes they do hurt people. And it's a lot of times in my years of experience, apparently the way that I see it, when people hold back stuff, it makes them even more angry, right? Because they missed the opportunity to say something because they didn't want to. And then every time they went to say something, it was as if they used every obstacle as fine, I won't do it. Fine, I won't do it. You know, they used all these excuses. I feel like these 9 of Swords around them are a lot of excuses, okay, as to why they didn't want to scratch at this surface again, as to why everything was wasted. It seems to me like you're dealing with somebody very detached. 2 of Swords, yeah, literally. Okay, there it is, right there. Very detached, okay? And there's the Devil underneath it, okay? Trapped in their desires with the 4 of Swords, okay? It's like trapped in healing, okay? Trapped in healing, and they're letting the wrong people by. 9 of Wands in reverse, okay? They're letting the wrong people in and keeping the right people out. No. They're keeping the right people out and letting the wrong people in. Okay. And they really have to, this is a part of their healing. Okay. There's the Hermit that just jumped out into my hand on the top of the deck, which is Virgo. Okay. So this is somebody hiding from you. Okay. And it's honestly, it's the first sign. Okay. It's the first house. And I feel like this person, okay, like I said, you have to know yourself. You really do. You have to know yourself. You have to communicate with yourself. You have to connect with yourself before you can connect with other things. So as you connect with yourself, this person connects with their self. But I also feel like there is some type of now connection that's going on, like in the ether or something like that, or it's going on in some other realm or something like that. I don't know. There's a connection being made. Maybe the 2 of you are healing this connection on the other side. Okay, because there is healing here because somebody is trapped, and they're trapped behind. Honestly, these are the swords, okay? There's the 7 of Swords, okay, that this piece of information they're holding back. And then there's this Ace of Swords that they're lying about, okay? And those are the 2 swords that they're trapped behind. They're trapped behind a lie and something they didn't say. Okay, so I mean, I don't want to say that this Scorpio energy is actually death, but I really fucking hope that if this person is alive, that they do reconcile this and say what they need to say. Because at the same time, I feel like if they don't, somebody might die and the words never get said. And I think that's what sucks the most, right? And like my father is getting old, okay? And I feel like he is losing his mind. I don't know. I haven't talked to him physically for a few years, but every time he communicates with me, it seems like he is just losing it. Like he's like a little bit more kind of like retarded every time. I don't know if that's just if that's just him getting old or if he just doesn't care and he's just lazy. I don't really know. But what it is, what I do know is that I don't hold anything back. I hold nothing back. If there is something I need to say to him, I fucking say it. Because for some reason, I feel like if he dies, I don't want nothing left unsaid. I want to make sure that that fucking asshole knows everything they did. Okay, I'm one of those people, though. I've never been a type to hold back because I feel like, what's the point? Like people deserve to say how you treat them. They deserve to tell you what's on their mind and what you did or how you affected them. And I feel like more people should do that. And I feel like sometimes it seems like such an abrasive way to handle things. But at the same time, I feel like so many people are so passive aggressive that they don't say anything and then they fucking rage out. And then they think that, okay, well, everything's fine now because I just raged. Like, no. Right. So, I mean, I don't know. There's not everybody can be the same, obviously. But I just feel like if there's something that you want to say to somebody, okay, and maybe they are 70 years old, or maybe they are 90 years old, or 105 years old, okay, say it. Don't change your mind again, because the changing of the mind thing, this whole Wheel of Fortune in reverse, okay, it made you lie. And not redeem that lie. And then that lie made you hold something back. Okay? Those are two massive things that I feel like if somebody doesn't clear from their own karma, they're going to carry with them. Or they're going to continue to abuse themselves because of it. Like, you know that now I'm getting, say you had a child when you were in your teens and you gave it up for adoption, okay? Then 40 years later, you find that child and they're living in the same town as you, they're down the street from you, and you say nothing. That's, again, how I feel with this, okay? Because maybe that, maybe you do know them, okay? And you've never told them the truth. Hey, by the way, I'm your mother. Okay. Hey, by the way, I know I said that I was a close friend of the family, but I'm actually the one who mixed you in my uterus, pumped you in that oven for 9 months and gave birth to you and then fucking split. Because that's the thing is, like, when it comes to something like that, like, you have to eat shit, if you did something like that. And would you rather just eat the shit in front of the person and take it and have them yell at you for a fucking whole however long it takes until they get over it and then you can move on? Or would you rather hold it back for the rest of your life, kick yourself in the ass, and literally begin to abuse yourself? I'm just saying. That's what Spirit's saying. Okay? Take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, moving on down the line. We're gonna move it on down the line. That's not a song, by the way. It's just something I'm singing. Guten Tag. What's going on, little G? The fuck are you doing? How's your landlord? Mine's still a scumbag. Oh, you know they do. Fuck, I hid my shame for years. I could hide my shame right now. I don't but my shame is what other people did, not what I did, because I didn't really do anything. But, sometimes I tend to be a little bit more emotional over situations than what I need to. But I hate people holding things back from me because I know. I don't know how else to say. Like, I know when people are lying to me. I know when people are holding back things from me. And it just upsets me so much when they choose to act ignorant towards it, or as if, I'm that dumb that I can't read their mind, because I don't want to have to read people's minds. I hate that shit. I find that very juvenile. I would just ask somebody a question. But it's like, so many people hold back, and it's just like, it's so crazy because there are a lot of people like me. I'm not the only one, like, I got this from somebody and they got it from somebody, like, you can read people's energy. And, like, even if you did it subconsciously, trust me, it affected you in some way, Lower class. Oh, G'd up from the feet up, though, in that lower class. You know what I mean? Oh, good God, I'm hot. I really don't know if this is appropriate. Oh, my God, I have to take this off for a minute. I'm freaking dying. Oh, it's just been a weird day of heat. Wow. I don't have my spray. I'm overheating and I feel like I'm going to die. Okay, I'm actually think I just feel like I just came out of the shower right now. Woo! Okay. It is like not even the beginning of summer yet, and I'm already this uncomfortable. Like, great. Okay, lower class, what are we talking about? Clearing. British territory. Left out. Italian stallion. That's what I want to say every time I see that card. Obsessed. Okay. Demonic. Possessed. Okay, we have possessed and obsessed that just came out beside each other. Stalker. God damn, why do we gotta keep talking about these fucking stalkers, man? Because you know what it is? There are different levels of stalkers, okay? There are social media stalkers, there are crazy stalkers, and then there are like fan stalkers, okay? Like there's a few different categories of stalker, okay? This stalker could be Italian, they could be British, okay? Definitely a part of the lower class, okay? And they are a little obsessed with you. And the reason why they're obsessed with you is because they're demonic. 2 of Wands. It's like they're demonic and they won't. There's Canadian. Hitting home now, motherfuckers. There we go. This is like, I don't know, man. Left out again. Okay, so this is somebody you broke up with, or somebody that you... Okay, I think you were single, ready to mingle. I think you met this person, and they have now chose to stalk you. And I kind of think that this Italian card is, yes, Italian, but it's also that, like, Italian kind of stallion. Like I said, like that, you know, go to Italy, fall in love, go, you know, like, it's like that. Like, cuckoo. I just heard, like, cuckoo. Okay, so this whole clearing card, you had to clear this person from your life, okay? In your veins. So this person... What the fuck? Act of violence. Like, they want you in their veins. Like, this person is... Woof. Woof. Like, no wonder I'm getting hot. Maybe this is them. Maybe this is their energy. They have, like, some romantic fantasy with you, okay? I'm a little worried about this act of violence card. I'm not gonna lie. And I put it next to the Predator card, which I don't really think it's helping either. What the fuck? There's police. Asia, fight back, poor, homeless, substance abuse. Okay, this makes more sense. So this motherfucker is like fucking drunk all the time. And like, that's why people should not drink. Okay. When they're, you know, grieving, because it's the drink that's making this person feel like there's these feelings where there is absolutely nothing. Okay. Like they are kind of possibly a little like crazy. Okay. Like I'm thinking maybe they should possibly be institutionalized. United Kingdom, Voodoo King, Principal, Lonely, Enemy, Straight to the Heart. Yeah, okay, so this is, but you got away from this. Tracker, someone's tracking you. Okay, someone's tracking you, and they're an enemy, and they're very lonely. Okay, and that's not like some people are alone but not lonely. Other people are alone and want to kill themselves. Okay, so whoever this person is, they are watching you, and yeah. They might try to trick you into like being their friend or something. I don't know if you ever seen the show Baby Reindeer, but my friend was telling me to watch it, and I didn't, but I watched the trailer. And it's literally about a stalker, okay, who gets obsessed with this bartender, overdone and dead. And she literally starts stalking him. I think it's kind of supposed to be a little bit of a comedy. I think it's a British show too. A little bit of a comedy, fake. Okay, so now I'm getting like, be careful because I feel like there definitely is a fake account watching you. Okay, this fake account looks like, for one, it's the opposite sex. So if it's a guy, it's a woman account. And if it's a girl, it's a man's account. Okay, because they want to look more like you. Okay, they might try to like strike up a conversation with you via social media. Okay, asking you for advice, asking you for, I don't know, something. Okay, asking them to talk, getting you to trust them. Okay, and that's where it kind of turns out that this is not who you think they are. Okay, what the fuck is this? Fire angry. As you're writing, what are you writing about fire? Black magic backfire. Look what came out. Fire angry. I just find that ironic that you wrote fire, black magic, and they're fire angry. Like they're mad about something. Okay. And I think they're mad that you won't date them. Okay, so that's why they're going to try to come in as like your friend. And there's the naive card. Don't be naive about this, okay? Don't be like, oh, I really need friends or I'd love to go out with, like, no, don't appear needy, okay? Especially with people you do not know. If that is not your friend that you know with that profile, don't talk to strangers right now, okay? There's blackout rage with connected. So I feel like you are very connected, okay? Very connected to yourself, very connected to spirit, okay? And whoever this person is, they're going to lose it on you eventually. If they get you in a room together, they're going to lose it. If they, I don't know, like they're going to try, I feel like, going to try to get around you somehow. I don't know why they're going to rage. It kind of seems like, I don't know. Why would they stalk you and then get angry at you over it? I don't fucking know. I'm not a stalker. So I don't know what's going on in this goddamn person's head. But honestly, collective, we have gotten a lot of stalker energy. I would say just in like the last fucking week. A few readings, okay, with stalker energy all over it. So be careful, collective, okay? Because they're definitely out and wandering about your city, waiting for somebody like you to get obsessed with, okay? Okay, next reading. Ding, 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 ding. Let's do the labyrinth. Let's see what happens. Okay, we have the Emperor. We have Judgment. And we have the Fool, where Sarah begins her journey through the labyrinth. Okay, but it is Judgment in reverse, and I'm going to take it in reverse. Okay. Okay, so I kind of feel like as if the Emperor has been left behind. Okay, because if you think about it, Toby's been taken, Sarah's gone, he comes home, and the house is empty. Okay, and then Judgment in reverse, it's because somebody didn't make a choice and leave on their own. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe this Emperor wanted to leave first and he didn't. And somebody else left before and made that choice for them. There's Justice. Oh. Justice with the Fool. Double Fool. That's what I'm saying. Ten of Swords. King of Swords. Three of Swords in reverse. And the Nine of Wands. Wheel of Fortune underneath. With Judgment in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. Six of... Oh, God. Six of Swords. Okay. So, Six of Swords in reverse. Somebody definitely did not leave when they should have left. Okay? And it's kind of the opposite of the labyrinth. Like, he goes out for dinner with his wife, and it's like he shouldn't have left. You know, he shouldn't have left his daughter alone with the baby, but he did anyways because he was being selfish. Okay? So I feel like somebody got a Wheel of Fortune, and I don't think they were really anticipating, because they wouldn't make the decision themselves, that the universe made it for them. Okay? Because of the Ten of Swords, it's as if they knew that whatever this judgment was going to be, it was going to be bad, which is why they didn't do it. Okay? They knew it was going to go bad. Okay? But just because you know something's going to go bad, you can't hide from it forever. But this person really thought, like, I can probably hide from this for a good long while. And Justice caught up with them. Okay? Judgment caught up with them. Everything caught up with them. Okay? All because they wanted to leave first. And they didn't. So the Nine of Wands with the Five of Swords in reverse, Judgment in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. It's like this person got given a judgment with the wheel, and I feel like kind of got sucker punched, okay, by something. And they possibly weren't able to fight back. Okay? So something definitely like hurt them. They got very defensive. Somebody around you got very defensive. Okay. And you know, it's kind of like learning it the hard way. You know, you either do it and it's going to be difficult, but you do it anyways because it's the right thing, or you don't do it, you sit in the energy and you wait and see what happens, knowing that you could do the right thing for yourself, but you don't. Okay. And that's how I kind of see this, is like somebody knowing that they were supposed to do the right thing and they didn't. Okay. And that judgment has hit them now. Okay. And they're almost kind of like, they're sitting in their own fire, you know, like they kind of know what they started, and it's I mean, I don't know what this has to necessarily do with you, unless this is you. Okay. I don't quite know, but, and then is that the sun? No, 4 of Swords. Healing. Then Temperance. It's like maybe somebody really, you know, they should have healed themselves. They should have done things, you know, for the relationship or for whatever it was that they didn't want to make the decision. Okay, because I mean, Judgment here twice in reverse. It's like whoever this is, they heard the call to get out multiple times and they didn't. So it's almost like, you know, doing a dangerous job, okay? And every day you go to work, like you hear in the back of your head, like, don't go. Like, what are you doing? Like, why would you risk your life for this job? Okay, and this person doesn't listen. And they don't listen. They keep going to work and they keep doing it. And then finally the universe decides for them and they get into an accident. Or they lose their job, or they, you know, something happens, because it's either something happens, okay, that derails you off this path that you refuse to get off, or, you know, the universe doesn't intervene, decides it's not going to care about you, and you die. I really feel like somebody had to, like, this judgment happened because not only were you told to leave once, but then once you ignored the second time, they knew you were going to die. There is no third time. Third time, you're done. Okay, third time, you're done. So there's Ace of Cups on the top of the deck. Isn't that amazing? Okay, like tell me that the universe doesn't have your back and I'll fucking call you a liar, because the universe 100,000% in this situation had your back to pull you out of something because you wouldn't do it yourself. That's love. That is love. Okay, you think, well, I lost my house, I lost my marriage, I lost all my money, I lost this, but you also saved your life. Frivolous, materious, bullshit, money can all be made again. You know what can't be made again? A you. Once you're gone, you're gone. That's it. You're done. You can't come back. Money can be made again. Houses can be bought again, right? Paths can be paved again. That we can't get you back once you jump over that cliff. Okay? Ten of Wands. I told you, it's hard. It's a bitch. But when you got to move on, you got to move on. And you got to listen to yourself and the universe when it tells you it's time to move on. Okay? Fucking Magician. Beautiful. And the 4 of Pentacles. Honestly, I really don't think you're going to lose anything from activating your magic. Okay? In a sense of realizing that the reason why you don't have what you had was because you weren't going to make it. Okay? So now you have to make a new life. And that's where the fun begins. Fucking for show. For sure. I'm getting that for sure. You know what I mean? Like, this is where the fucking magic happens. Okay? Making your own fucking life again. Okay? Fuck what you had before. It ain't coming back. It ain't never going to come back. It wasn't even supposed to be there to begin with. So, and because the universe took you out of it, and it was something that you really wanted, you will manifest it again, just in completely different circumstances. Which I'm pretty sure came up in a short as well. Okay, so I've been trying to get this like extended video thing happening for you guys, and like how I'm gonna do it and how everything's gonna happen, because Vimeo is there, everything is set up to go. I'm just like, I'm hesitant on how to orchestrate this. Okay, because sometimes there are many different ways you can do things, and other times you have to really think about what you want to do and your future. Okay, and this is one of those pivotal times where the universe now is going to send you in a direction that you weren't really ever thinking you were going to go in, because you never anticipated losing the life that you had before. So now all bets are off. Okay, all bets are off. Like, you get to just do basically whatever it is that you want to fucking do now. And on the top of the deck, which was just compelled to grab it, okay, is the Page of Pentacles. And really what I got out of that is I almost feel like that's a clock. It looks like a watch. If you kind of look at it quick, like, I don't really fucking know what it is, to be honest. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't really think it's a clock. It could be like a tower or something. I don't know. But oh, there's the sun. Like, this pentacle is going to grow, okay? Like, a lot. It's going to be a good seed to sow. And that's what I mean. Like, we can't make another one of you, but we can build you another path. If that makes sense. Okay, if that makes sense, go for it. If it doesn't, my apologies. Not all readings are going to, line up with you, because they're general and they're not personal. So that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Holy moly. Like, I just can't seem to get relief. Okay, I feel like I'm going to do one more. And then I think temperature-wise, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be able to handle much more. Sometimes my temperature just gets so hot. I swear I go over 100 degrees. I told my sister this. I want to buy a temperature thing, that you put in your mouth, thermometer, for when I have heat flashes and when I channel, because I swear to God, my fucking blood goes above 100 degrees. I know it does. Like, I watch these other readers, okay, and they all have like sweaters on and shit, and I'm like, how do you channel like that? Like, the second I sit on my throne, okay, I just start sweating instantly. It's like the blood just starts pumping and I start to sweat instantly. I call it the psychic sweats. I don't know what else to call it, because this is the only time it happens. Minus when I get tattooed, and then I sweat, obviously, because like your body's going through, like, why? That's the only other time that I sweat like that is when I'm tattooing, which would mean, like, what happens to my body then to make it sweat? Because that would be like a defense mechanism, would it not? I mean, channel comes in as water, so maybe my water releases, so then the channel doesn't stay, inside of me? I don't know. I swear, I need to get these other psychics how to tell me how they don't sweat so much while they channel, because I don't friggin' know why I do. Oh, I felt like a card went flying, but I don't see it. Okay. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. We have Night of the Living Dead, Warrior. We have It with Trickster. We have Cujo with Illness. And we have the Gremlins with Midnight. You know what I think this is? Honestly? I kind of feel like, because, like, okay, this person, honestly, that just all, like, it all, every time makes me think that, you know, when you find something out about somebody and you're like, oh, I fucking knew it. Okay. It's like that. Okay. I always get that from that person. Okay. From that, that's, I don't know. I don't really think I pull it up any other way. So that's just how it's going to say. Okay. And then Warrior, this is the guy who has to literally fight off his dead girlfriend in the middle of the woods, and there is nobody else around other than a bunch of fucked up, like, ghost spirits out in the woods. Okay, it's a very weird movie if you've ever seen it. So what I'm getting out of this is that somebody, okay, with It and Trickster, okay, somebody tried to tell you that you, okay, so say you had some type of Night of the Living Dead kind of happened to you, okay, where you went up against a bunch of dead people, you had to defend yourself while you killed everybody else off, it was you versus them, blah, 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 okay, say something like that happened to you, okay? Whoever this is, whoever is being represented as It, as in the It factor that's fucking you, okay, or scaring you, this character is trying to say that you are sick. Okay, that you are not this warrior, okay, that fights dead things off and had to fight off a dead spouse and all this shit, okay, you're faking it. Somebody is saying you're faking it. And they're saying that you're faking it because you're sick in the head. There's something wrong with you. Okay, like maybe you do have rabies, or maybe you have, you know what's been coming up quite a bit? I don't know if the spirit of Hitler is with me, okay, but syphilis, okay? I don't know, like, because I'm pretty sure he died from syphilis, okay? And my sister, I am not trying to be, like, ignorant by any means, okay, by mentioning Hitler, okay, but I'm just, for some reason, you had to know, like, that man, whatever was going on in that man's head to do what he did, okay, he was sick. Okay, that is the definition of sickness. Okay, would be that man. Okay, that's the definition. Not you. Okay, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to fathom what people think of you. Okay, how they interpret you, how they see you, what they say about you versus what they say to you, okay? And whatever you survived, okay, whatever you went through, whatever you did, okay, for them to say that you're sick, that you have a sickness, okay, they are, like, you're being free and cleared, okay? And it's going to change as of, I'm pretty sure the full moon is today in Gemini. I forget what this, I think it's called the flower moon. I forget what this moon's called, but I feel like because it's the full moon, shit can't hide right now. And this is the time where like readings get really fucked up because the moon is so bright that that's where so many people like to hide their shit, their shadow stuff, what they really do, okay? All their black magic, all that. They try to hide that in the energy of the moon. But when the moon is completely lit up by the sun, there is nowhere to hide. So they get exposed for what they did. That's why when they stay on the moon, you go crazy. Okay. It's not that you go crazy. It's that you release something that you've been hiding in the shadows, that you've been doing, that you're guilty of, that you now have to subconsciously release to the public so that they know that they are the threat and not you. Huh. Okay. All right. See, I don't really know this shit. I just have to channel it from spirit. This is all new to me. Okay. So. Oh, you son of a dirty son of a bitch. Okay, look at this. We got the Hunger card. Okay, that's another Night of the Living Dead zombie apocalypse movie. Okay. I don't think I've seen that one, but I believe it's around the same. There's a cabin in the woods. It's him and his girlfriend. Everybody comes alive. I'm pretty sure it's Night of the Living Dead 2, and that's Night of the Living Dead 1. So, like, once 1 is done, do I really need to watch 2? It's probably going to suck, but I don't know. Maybe I will watch it one day. Anyways, Hunger. Whoever this person is that is trying to accuse you of a bullshit story, okay? It's somebody in your family. Okay? Does not believe you. And I just heard this story, whatever you survived. I don't know if you were like on a mountain and something went wrong and like you fell and they're like, that didn't happen. I don't know what happened. Now, I don't know why you live near mountains, maybe. I don't know. Somebody fell, you got trapped in the fucking woods for a while. I don't know. They're going to say, haters, okay, even your own fucking family members are going to say that you're lying. Okay? I don't know why. What the fuck? Then we got, look at Poltergeist came out again. Okay? So there's the call. What the fuck? Okay. I really feel like these people, aka your family, they were really supposed to support you. Okay, they were supposed to be those people, that had your back, that would help walk you through this. Okay, and they turned and they went on the other side, and it's you versus them now, and they have never survived anything, so they wouldn't know. Spirit watched you alone in the woods fighting dead people. Whatever analogy that means to you. Okay? They watched you do it. So the fact that if Spirit watched you do this and your own family, your own flesh and blood say that you're lying, like, honestly, I have to say, they're going to regret that. They're going to regret that. They're going to look like idiots, I just heard. They're going to look dumb. Okay, because whatever this is, I am not getting anything that you're lying. So, if anything, I feel like it just made me look at this, the little boy when he's like choking because he's like dying. Okay, he hasn't had water for days. Okay, he's choking. He stops breathing. He's swallowing his tongue. He begins to swallow his tongue. Okay, and that's literally, I think, what you had to do with these people. Like, you had to, like, I'm almost positive that there were more things that you could have told these people, and they will not listen to you. So it's almost like, why even bother anymore? Why even try? Why even bother? That's what with my parent, I don't say anything to them anymore. I don't know what the fucking point is. Every time I say something, they either call me a liar or they don't respond. They say I'm doing it because of social media. I'm trying to put it up. I'm trying to make fun of them. Like, it's always, when you're dealing with a narcissist, it's always going to be about that narcissist. They're going to put themselves front and center when you're the one that's speaking about your life. Therefore, you're the one that needs to be front and center. But they can't stand that. They can't watch you get up on that stage if they fucking tried. They're going to say you're sick and they're going to continue with it. And you could be so good at your job, okay, that you literally call them out on stage. You know what they're going to do? They're going to hide. Because even their own pride won't allow them to acknowledge that maybe, just maybe, you're not full of shit. Just maybe. But they can't even open up that can of worms I just heard. And that's really sad. Okay, because, I mean, I almost kind of feel that now this is so sad. I'm looking at Scream and I'm going like, why the call? Like, why would you give me this card? You know what I'm feeling? In the beginning, you know, when Drew Barrymore's dying, okay, and she's on the phone, he strangles her, right? So he basically tries to break her vocal cords so she can't speak. Okay? And I feel like, say whatever happened to you, okay, say you could have called them dying. I don't know if you've ever watched CSI, but you know the CSI Vegas way back in the day had this episode where this girl had been kidnapped and she calls her dad in the trunk because somehow they didn't get her phone. I think it might have been one of those call girls, you know, they had a couple phones or whatever. Anyways, she was like a rich girl. So I don't know how she had her fucking phone anyway. She calls her dad in the trunk. I think she leaves a message because her dad doesn't answer, because her dad thinks that everything she does is to try to get attention. She leaves a message and she's like, I've been kidnapped. I'm in the back of some guy's car, blah, 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 blah. The police find her body like the next day. Okay. They call the dad, bring him down to the station or whatever. And the dad's like, and the forensics goes, because they got the phone and everything, and they saw that she had called her dad. And they go like, did you get a call from your daughter last night? And he goes, oh, yeah. I saw that she called, but I ignored it. And they were like, you ignored it? And he was like, yeah, she's always looking up ways to do this and looking up ways to do this. And she called last night and left a message and said she was kidnapped. And I know she was just joking around. She probably wants more money, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, Grissom, he looked at him and he was like, we just found your daughter's body in the desert. You were the last person she called. There's no ransom. There's no money. Your daughter's just dead. And his face, you know, like, because it's always those ignorant motherfuckers, you know, who think that they're the only one in the family because they go to work, and their money because they went to work is just theirs, okay? And fuck your kids and fuck everybody else. Dad went to work. He can keep all the money, blah, 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 okay? And his ignorant ass doesn't pick the phone up at 2 a.m. when his daughter calls for the last time. And it made me think, my father has my number blocked. I couldn't call him if I tried. I tried to call his wife when we were trying to make up a couple years ago, and she had my number blocked. And then she finally texted me, you know, a week later and goes, oh, sorry. There was something wrong with my phone. Yeah, something called you blocked my number. There's nothing else to say. That's what you did. I'm your fucking daughter. And if something were to happen to me, I have nobody. So awesome that you blocked my fucking number. Great. Congratulations. I should give you Father of the Year, but I feel like the universe might do that and give you that award all on their own. Okay. So whatever this is, even if, okay, Spirit's saying, even if you would have been able to call them, they wouldn't have picked up anyways. So go fucking figure, right? Of course, they didn't pick up when you're on the mountaintop dying, and now they're going to say that you were never even on the mountaintop and nothing happened. Oh. So everything, all those scars, bruises, attacks, you know, visuals that I have now in my mind, all just made up to try to fuck with you. And like, honestly, there are people out there that are so sick and twisted that they do make up fucked up stories and they do lie and and those people are sick, you know, to lie, but they're also lying about something to get some type of truth revealed. So not everybody who lies about something to try to get people to start talking are necessarily in the wrong. You know what I mean? Sometimes people say things to get other people talking, and some people say things to make everybody shut the fuck up and walk away. All right, so take that if it resonates. If it doesn't, don't bother. 124.22. Okay. I'm a little bit more cooled down now. I'm going to pull one more reading. Take what resonates and leave the motherfucking rest. Ah, you know it. Everybody's crying wolf. That's why nothing gets done, because the ones who can't even cry wolf because the other ones are crying wolf just end up walking away. Okay, brainstorm with two sides. Retaliation. Whew. The sun. Okay, now come the psychic sweats again. Whew. Oh, good God. Okay. Something's on fire. And I don't think it's your pants. It might be your burning loins. Kiss the girls. Woo! Okay. So we have Sons of Anarchy with Brainstorm. Ooh, we just got 3 billboards down here. We have the sun, 2 sides, and we just got When Shit Hits the Fan and the Book of Answers. And then there's love. And accusations with suppressed memory. Oh my good God. I said suppressed memories. It's suppressed emotions. But somebody might have suppressed memories. Okay, there's the heart and accusations. Okay, so when shit hits the fan. Okay. It's a possibility that there is something that you are putting up online. Okay, 3 billboards. I don't know if you've seen this movie. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. But 3 billboards is about a woman who is killed, okay, and they don't find her killer. Okay, so through the movie, it's been a year later, and who is in that again? Oh, the Fargo lady. Yeah, the Fargo lady's in it. And Woody Harrelson. Oh, God. Sam Rockwell. Oh, it's such a good movie. I haven't watched it I own it, but I haven't watched my DVD player in like a year. So I need to watch this movie again. But yeah, her daughter gets killed and they don't find any suspects, okay? So she starts putting down billboards. Why haven't you fucking done anything? Why haven't you said anything? Why haven't you arrested anybody? Why, all these questions of why. And, okay, so I feel like if you have been posting about why somebody has done something, if you've been looking for an answer, okay, if you've been looking for an answer, it's about to be, like, revealed, okay? Now, you might have accused somebody of something, and they might have retaliated against you because of that, because of you accusing them of something, okay? And I don't know, maybe, okay, or maybe you posted something And it was kind of like, kind of vengeful, a little like, woof. Okay. And somebody has very much suppressed their emotions about whatever was said online or said in public. Okay. Something to do with this heart. Okay. So obviously they have suppressed emotions of love. Okay. And maybe that's the reason you hurt them, was because they had feelings for you, but never told you. So it didn't seem like they were on your side, and you might have like hurt what you thought was the enemy, and they were not the enemy, but it looked like they were, I almost feel like somebody was teetering, you know, like they were going back and forth. Maybe between two people, okay, maybe between two groups of friends, maybe between two jobs, okay, but somebody was going in between two things, okay? Like in 3 Billboards, the head of police, the chief of police, Woody Harrelson, okay, is dying of cancer. And he's trying to solve this murder while dealing with cancer, okay? And fucking Fargo lady, like, I cannot think of her name, Fargo lady, anyways, she's like, I don't give a shit that you're dying of cancer. Fucking find my daughter's killer. Like, put your stupid cancer away. I'm sorry, I know you're dying, but when you're working, fucking work. And when you're at home, deal with your goddamn cancer. But when you're doing your job, fucking do your job. And that's the thing, is like, some people can't differentiate when to put their personal use in and when to put their business at use. And sometimes they mix business with pleasure, like I do on here. Okay, I generally only talk about my father, okay, and how much I hate him, obviously. But there's been other people that have surfaced on this channel. I never say any names. I do not do that. But I definitely know that it has pissed people off that I have talked about them online, but I never say their name. So at the same time, when you go through something and somebody does something to you and they say, well, it's not personal. Well, guess what? It was personal to me. So it was personal. Therefore, you have every right to discuss it, considering it pertains to you. But somebody on the other sector of that might get pissed off at that. Okay. And it's kind of like, well, you know, there has to be, sometimes I feel like there has to be boundaries. Okay. So say you promote your life on television or something. Okay. And suddenly now, you know, you have a child or you have a dog or you meet somebody. They're not a part of that channel. Okay. They're not a part of that thing that you're doing. Therefore, they might not want to be involved. And if they don't want to be involved, then you have to keep living your life doing the thing that you're doing without involving them. Okay. Or they have to learn that if they want to be a part of your life and you do talk about your life, then they will be, you know, spoke about, but there's a level of respect and a level of disrespect, right? You don't involve people in your personal business, as in you do not talk about who you sleep with. You do not talk about how you sleep with them. You do not talk about what you speak with this person. Personal is personal. Okay. You can still talk about your personal life in a way where nobody gets hurt, but facts can still get told, so then other people can get help, right? Because in some really awkward, weird social situations, sometimes talking about these analogies on what you went through helps other people. But when you say, well, my cousin or my dad or my boyfriend, and you put a person under that, sometimes people don't like that because they're getting called out for doing something. And you think, well, you shouldn't have done it then because I'm going to call you out on it. But at the same time, I don't know, it's like learning how to respect. Okay, so somebody, you might have done something to somebody and they might be telling you, hey, by the way, that really hurt my feelings. And you kind of got to take that because you don't own their feelings. And even though it had something to do with you, it also has something to do with them. So you can't always get mad at people for getting upset about what you expose or what you choose to say, because it's also their personal life, if that makes sense. Okay, so I feel like it's possible that somebody is going to be kind of coming out of the woodwork with something to say. And they might have been brainstorming how to get this answer from you, like why you did what you did, why you said what you said. I mean, because Woody, right, like right after she posts all the billboards, okay, he goes right to her door and is like, what the fuck? Like, why did you put all those billboards up there? Like, I'm dying of cancer. And she's like, I don't give a shit. This is my fucking daughter. And she's dead, again, right? So you might have gotten somebody's attention, or the universe is saying, if you want to get somebody's attention because they're not fucking doing anything and they are sitting on their ass, you might, because this goes another way too, where it's like, if you're getting like massively played, okay, like say your fucking baby mama is like blackmailing you or something, and she's about to, let some shit loose, she's about to fucking say some shit on the internet, or she's supposed to, she's gonna let some shit out or whatever. It's like, sometimes you really have to, be careful about the situations that you get yourself in, okay? And be careful how you approach it, okay? Because that has just posting shit can have a very negative effect on people, and they can go crazy. Other people, you can put a million things of them online and they'll never say a fucking word to you because they don't care. Okay, but on another spectrum, you might say something on the internet and that makes this person come straight to your door because they haven't been saying anything to you. So I feel like whatever collective is doing to brainstorm how to get on the other side of whatever these suppressed emotions are, okay, the sun is here. Therefore, there's homemade with love. Okay, therefore, I feel like it's going to be a good outcome. Okay, as long as, apologies are said, and when shit hits the fan, I mean, you have to let people express how they feel. And that goes a lot of different ways. It ain't always going to go the way that you want it to go, like there's dreams and great choice. So I feel like it could be possible that somebody has had a dream about this, or a dream about something they're doing going forward or something like that, okay? And its spirit is liking this decision to approach something with love, okay? And maybe that's what it is. Maybe this isn't business. Maybe this is pleasure. Which means you have to approach it delicately. No more throwing bombs, Let's start throwing hugs. I shouldn't have said that word. Oh, I'm starting to, trying not to say, flag words that get my videos flagged because they think I'm talking about things I'm not talking about because I say a stupid word like B-O-M-B. They probably even write that shit down as you spell it too. Anyways, when shit hits the fan, it is messy. So whatever that analogy is, you go ahead and take it if it resonates, okay? If it doesn't, don't worry. 1:37:47 on the clock. I feel like this is over. Okay. Thank you so much for being a part of this reading. All right. I hope it resonated with you. If you are new, welcome. Thank you for watching this video. Okay, I really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for donating. Thank you for all the amazing crap you do for me. All right. God love you. I will be back most likely tomorrow to do another live. If not, I'll be back the next day. You know how it is. And yeah. Have a great night. Namaste. Beautiful people. Peace. Word to your mothers. All right.